Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our Maryville University Athletics Hangout on a Friday afternoon. And we've got three hangouts that are going to be happening today. And we're going to start off with our women's volleyball team under the head coaching abilities of Chris Phillips. Also joining us on our hangout today is Hannah Michael, Hannah Sider, Laura Welling, and Michaela Lam. So first off, Coach, let's kind of talk about last season and what you're looking forward to moving into the 2013 season.
Last year was a good season for us. It was a good build. This year is definitely a step up from last year. We've put together the pieces and we're really close. This year I look for a lot more defense on our team, a lot more offense. We're definitely a bigger team and a lot faster team. So I think there's some good things that are going to happen in 13 for us.
And the other night had an opportunity to get a scrimmage under your belt against East Central. Talk a little bit about that, some of the good, maybe some of the not so good, and what are you taking forward moving into the next couple weeks?
Well, I think what happened good and happened well was the fact that we hit the ball well. We did some really good things that we've been practicing on. Passing looked really pretty good last night. Some of the things we're going to work on, obviously, was pretty simple to find out. Transition needs to be faster. Some defensive base things need to be fixed a little bit. But other than that, things look pretty good. We're progressing really well, and I think we're really ready to start.
And I'm sure the girls are ready to get into live action as well. Let's talk to the student athletes. Michaela, you're one of the one of the seniors, one of the three seniors on the team. What do you want to accomplish this year in your final year at Maryville?
I'm hoping to just that our program can improve from the previous years. Maybe leave a mark on the school a little bit, and hopefully just do better and improve from the previous years.
And also, talk a little bit about, what's a personal goal for you this year as a senior? Last year, obviously, team goal is getting to the GLVC tournament and winning the conference championship. But what's a goal for you as a senior?
I'm trying to just lead my team, help everybody stay together, push through every practice together, and try to get as many wins as we can.
Outstanding. Hannah, talk a little bit about, last year you were second on the team in kills and you led the team in digs as a freshman. What have you been working on over the summer to improve your game, and what do you feel you're going to need to get a little bit better to help the team this year?
I think with being a sophomore now, there's more opportunity to help be a leader to the younger girls, and Coach has me playing a couple different new positions, so working on that. She's really helped me, and all of our coaching staff has really helped with that. Just having fun, and we have a lot of new girls coming in. We have 5 new girls, and they're all really great, so fitting them into the picture is really a good thing too.
And let's talk to Laura, who's there with you. Another one of those players who made an impact last year as a freshman. What do we expect to see out of you this coming season?
Hopefully more kills and stuff. I'm hoping everything looks really good so far, and the freshmen are really stepping up, so we should have a good season.
Hannah, you're one of the best defensive players on the team. What has Coach asked you to do this season in order to help the Saints?
Well, basically she's asked me to be a setter. Defense is not kind of my prime position anymore, so that's kind of the biggest thing I feel like she's asked from me this year.
Talk a little bit too. We've got all the old folks here, on the chat today. But you all mentioned there's 5 freshmen that are coming into the mix, and also a bunch of freshmen that were sophomores, which a couple of you are included. So Hannah, talk about what it's been like getting those freshmen, in the system and ready to take their games to the next level here in the GLVC.
I think that we have kind of 3 things going for us this year. One being that even if the young returners, those that are sophomores, we have a really strong core coming back. 2, the talent that we brought in our freshmen is really strong, and I think that leads to our 3rd thing of Maryville hasn't seen a whole lot of depth on our team, and I think Maryville Volleyball can really, show that this year. Each position has several good players to, show up, and I think it's going to be really good.
Michaela, let's move over to you and talk about the freshmen coming in.
Yeah, they've all been pushed really hard through the workouts, and everybody's been pushing themselves to the limit, and they look really good at practice. So I think they're gonna fit in very well.
And let's move over to the tandem in the same room over there. Hannah, let's tell you first about the freshmen.
I think they're great. I think all of them are finally starting to open up, and we're all starting to get close. And I know last year, being our first time playing together and having a really big group of freshmen, and this year having another big group of freshmen, I think we're only going to build as a team because we have kind of a young team. So with the returning seniors that we have, and then us, we have, like Hannah said, we have a lot of depth. We have a lot of players in every position, and each one of them has a lot of strengths.
And Laura, what about you? Why don't you chime in on the subject?
I agree. I think the freshmen are really working hard this week. It's been a hard week, and we're all doing well and getting to know each other, and everything's just meshing really well.
Coach Phillips, talk about the tournament in a couple weeks. Obviously, that's the lid lifter for the season with the tournament here at Maloney Arena. Some pretty good teams coming in for that two-day round robin.
It's good. It's the first year that we've ever hosted a tournament, so we're thrilled about it. We're excited to get that going. I think it's going to be a great annual event, and I plan to always bring in teams from lots of different places. This year is a great kickoff with Bemidji State out in Minnesota, and then bringing in St. Ambrose out of Iowa, and then Mo Baptist just right down the road. But all pretty good caliber teams. It's a great way to start at home. Anytime you can start at home with the tournament, it's fantastic to get all the students involved, get all the parents involved. So we're excited about being able to host at home for the first time.
And also one of the great things this year too, now that we've expanded Saints Vision and what we're going to be doing, all the home matches are going to be video streamed live on Saints Vision. And for you as a coach, talk about that tool and being able to help you attract some of the some more student athletes here to Maryville on the recruiting trail.
Yeah, that's invaluable to us as a recruiting tool, because when you can tell parents, look, hey, I know that you can't be at every game, but you can watch games live every time. All you have to do is log in, and you can watch them live, which is great. And you have so much now technology that you can run it through your computer, run it through your television. It's just like watching it kind of anywhere, but it's great. So it's nice to be able to have those conversations after the match, even with your daughter, even though you weren't right there. But it's nice to be able to say, hey, I saw you play. I saw you make some good things happen. So, yeah, it is a wonderful, great tool, and we're thrilled to be able to have it this year.
Absolutely. Let's move down the line. Last question, ladies. Hannah, let's ask you first. Toughest place to play in the GLVC? Who's the toughest opponent that we have to go on the road and play this year?
I think that Truman is always pretty strong. I think we're there, and I'm not sure if we're at Rockhurst. I know they're always strong. I know that a big one will be McKendree because we've kind of built a rivalry with them recently, so that'll be a really big game for us too.
Laura, what about you?
I think all those, and was it Rockhurst that had the really loud fans?
Oh, Drury.
Yeah. Drury had the really loud Intuit fans that always were trying to bicker with us and stuff.
Didn't like you all too much now, did they?
I don't think so.
Hannah, what about you?
Well, as you know, our conference is pretty hard. We haven't seen, or since I've played for Maryville, we haven't seen Lewis, but I think they're going to be a team to beat this year that we haven't seen since we've been Division II. So, and then of course all the teams we played already, Rockhurst, William Jewell, they all put up good matches for us. So, but I think Lewis will be a good, and Indy, those two, they'll be good wins for us.
And finally, Michaela, you'll end the Q&A here. What about you?
I definitely think Truman's going to be a challenge at the top of our games. I know quizzes are always hard to play at because their fans are really into it. And then I think Missouri actually because they're not a fast offense and they're just better at it. So those and everybody. But
outstanding. Well, ladies, I know I'm looking forward to calling a lot of the matches this year on Saints Vision, and we're going to have a great season. Good luck to you guys, and we will see you 2 weeks tonight over at Maloney in the round robin.
Thank you.
It's a great group of student athletes led by head coach Chris Phillips. Our women's volleyball team featured on our Google Hangout here at Maryville University. Saints Vision will have the first games of the season 2 weeks tonight at 4 o'clock live from Maloney Arena. Thanks so much for checking in, everybody, and have a great day. And go Saints!